Alright people, we're back and it's the road to SW19 playing on artificial grass at our local club, and it's a very quick surface. You can see here me being rushed on the backhand just on return here, Venue serving first. And yeah, this surface is really quick, stays low, definitely rewards like flatter hitting, slicing as well, just skips off the surface and skids on, so I'll slice my backhand a lot more on this surface, especially also on serve, hitting the slice serve out wide more than I would say on the clay or hard court. And it was a nice change of pace, literally. Just felt that you could play a more attacking game, of course, and get more bang for your buck playing aggressively. As you can see, Venue just getting on the back foot and holding to 15, I think, in that first service game. That's the second serve from me. And don't put away the approach. Venue just kind of picks up a little lob there. It's actually a really good touch. He says sorry because I think maybe he didn't quite mean it. But yeah, I don't do well enough tracking back. That's a kick serve, but that's a second serve. That's popped up. Venue just shanked that. Tsitsipas-esque shank. A good serve from Venue is what he says. That's a first serve for me, and then decent pick up, and Venue doing well defensively there. And then I'll put away the forehand. And yeah, as I said, like, you just felt that because it's a lower bouncing surface and it's skidding on more and it's quicker, you could go further back, right? But you go further back and then the ball, your contact point is so low, so you have to kind of hug the baseline as much as possible and then just shorten your backswing, take the ball early, and trust yourself in your technique. And it's a good challenge, definitely, in comparison to, say, a clay court where you've got a lot more time, the ball's bouncing a little bit kinder, you'd say. But some people like this surface if they're slicing and dicing a lot, especially if they don't have any sort of drive backhand. And this is a decent rally, and Venue just trying to go down the line with his backhand. And yeah, the Venue's one-hander, of course, I think he had some decent pop on it on this surface, considering how quick it is as well. And his backhand he can hit in different ways, but it's a little bit flatter, I would say, than majority of two-handers, which tend to have more topspin. That's a decent return from me, just clipped the sideline there. Let's see what happens in this point. Down the middle I go, and then decent forehand slice, defensive slice from me, and I get there. That's a nice little pickup, just sliced across the ball there. A nice little drop shot there. A decent point from both of us as well. You can see that just trying to stay as close to the baseline as possible. And decent movement there. And then this is a massive shank on my backhand. Apology by me, and you can't actually see it because I'm in the way, but framed that massively. Backhand just dribbled over. So really fortunate from me. And that's a slice, slices out on the backhand slice. And then Venue trying to come to the net, but doesn't do enough, and I hit a pretty well struck forehand down the line to stop him from hitting a volley. And there you go, slice and return. Another slice, a bit floaty that one, but deep enough at least, and had a decent amount of spin on it, so just not the easiest for Venue to handle. That's the second serve from me. Forehand cross court, just drag out Venue. Forehand again cross court, and it's a winner. So yeah, well struck by me. And thing is, even though of course as I said it does reward some flatter hitting and being aggressive, I think you still can be aggressive and give yourself some margin with topspin, and it still will reward you. And that's a good set on the tee from me. Clipped the tee there, so that's an ace. But and obviously, topspin is key to have control. So can't just. I'm not Juan Martín del Potro. I can't just blast the ball, and I don't have that ability to do that. Or even like someone like Federer when he's on song, he doesn't have to hit with a lot of topspin. I do. We're club players, so I need to try and hit with as much topspin as possible to give myself a chance of being able to hit through the ball well and give myself that margin. Oh, and that's out from Venue. But yeah, I see my forehand pretty well, and obviously the surface was there. You go, that's an ace out wide, slice serve out wide from me from the juice side. But yeah, the surface is definitely helping my first serve. My second serve, that's the second serve there. It's just popping a lot more because it just speeds up off the surface, whereas on clay it just sticks in a little bit, just holds up. Yeah, and this is me coming forward. That's a really bad approach shot by me, trying to slice into his backhand corner, but it's not a drop shot, it's not DP there, and then he passes me easily with the backhand on the line. And yeah, look at that. I mean, I looked at the heavens, looked at the sky after missing that return into the net. But yeah, you can see, you can hear off the racket. It sounds pretty good. Again, using my Alu Power, strings. So yeah, look. I mean, yeah, I've hit that one slightly wide, but generally speaking, I'm liking it. I don't feel as sore, I think, after playing, which is a good sign. This is a decent point for me, and that's a win. I've clipped the line there. But he said, yeah, you got that one. Actually, I don't usually tend to use the forehand slicer tool, and I think that's not a good approach. My volley is poor. It's ballooned up my racket, but I don't tend to use the forehand slicer tool really on other surfaces, but on this surface, I kind of used it more than I just used it at times more defensively to try and stay in the point and give myself a little bit of control. And it does give you some sort of, I would say, not a defensive advantage, but it helps you get to neutral if you use it effectively enough and you hit it deep enough with enough spin and also enough depth. So yeah, there's a point later on in this video where I use it really well and I end up winning a good point. That's a decent serve out wide, and then I put away the into and forehand as well. Venue on the stretch. Venue in his Crystal Palace jersey. Whoever's from the UK will know about Crystal Palace, but yeah. I think I ended up winning the first set 6-2. The second set I think was 4-3 to me, and on my serve, so I was a break up, and then we had to stop. So yeah, decent little hit. That's a good return from me there. But I think maybe not being able to set my backhand as much, although he set my backhand there. So yeah, and I was not hitting many dry backhand returns. It was either a slice or a chip or a block because I was trying to not go back on return, and so I felt a little bit rushed. So maybe not rushed, but felt like I didn't have enough time to maybe hit a dry backhand. And that's a decent forehand, and this is a good volley from me. And come forward, and that's a good little drop volley to finish off the point. So good intent, trying to come forward, and something I've been working on. That's a second serve. Good look at that backhand from Venue. Great one-hander down the line. We get into the rally here, and forehands by me. Venue goes backhand. It's a short one. My approach isn't great, and then I go drop volley. Venue gets there though. Then I go lob, and it's not good enough. Venue puts it away. It's a decent point. Venue a bit fortunate with the miss hit midway through, but he did well, I think, in that point generally, and that's another ace out wide from me on the Jew side. As I said, this serve is definitely helping my serve, and good, decent forehand on the line from me, and then maybe don't capitalise on it as I go down the middle. That's a lob, defensive lob from me. It's not very deep. Venue misjudged it completely. It was quite windy actually in that point, so I think the wind didn't help him. Definitely confused him a bit, and that's a couple of shanks from me, and then I'm almost like giving up because I thought it was going to go out, but and I go a bit lazy there with a drop shot. Venue with a good little reverse drop shot, good touch. Almost kind of gave up halfway through that point, thinking that it wasn't going to go in, and I shanked my first two shots, but I should have carried on. Decent forehands from me, and then a little dink. I think Venue's going to lob me here. He will, and I missed the smash. The routine mismatch of the hit from me, and that's a good forehand. Good serve out wide, and then that was a low forehand, like almost ankle height for me to hit, and I got under it nicely and hit a really good forehand down the line. Good coverage, good toss, and that's a good backhand from Venue down the line as well for return. That's a winner. I just didn't quite judge it well enough when he hit it. Another good forehand from me, just put away off after serve for my +1 shot. Forehand, definitely, obviously able to attack more effectively as well. And backhand from Vanu again. That's a winner, I think, down the line. I did ask if he meant it, but on the video, I think it does look like he meant it. And this is a good point here, forehand on the line from me. And then I go backhand. Oh no, actually. Yeah, Venu does well. I kind of defensively scamming there. Venu snuck into the net there really nicely. It's a good little sneak in from Venu. Forehand on the line. And then I go drop shot. Venu's going to get that though. And I go lob. It's not good enough. And that lob's not good enough either. And eventually I put it away. I think, is this the point that's good? We missed it. Yeah, no, this is the point that's good, yeah. So it's forehand slice for me. It's the last point as well of the hit. But this backhand, look at this. One of the best backhands I hit in the video down the line. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe for new. See you in the next video.